The last style of question I have found people have a lot of trouble with is to complete a text with words from a passage. The text you need to complete can vary. Sometimes it's a series of sentences and sometimes it's a table, or sometimes it's a short summary. Typically, you will need to read 2 to 3 paragraphs to get the answers. Sometimes you may need to read the entire paragraph. The questions will follow the order of the passage, so as the questions go down, the passage will also go down. Let's have a look at one of the most common problems that I have with a lot of my students. It's the fact that they don't really read the question properly. Be very aware to read the question carefully as the examiners use different words, and sometimes this can be very tricky, especially in the actual question. Let's have a look at these examples. The first one is complete the summary below. Choose no more than 3 words from the passage for each question. This is a text completion task and you can use 1, 2 or 3 words from the passage for your answer. The second example is complete the table below. Choose no more than 2 words from the passage for each answer. This is also a text completion task, but this time you can only use 1 or 2 words from the passage. And the last example is answer the question below using no more than 3 words for each answer. In each case, you need to do something different. And surprisingly, it seems quite simple, but I have seen a lot of students get this wrong. Here's a tip to this style of question. Remember, in this task, you need to use words from the passage. You cannot change the form or order of those words. You must write them down exactly as they appear in the passage. If you misspell them or you write them in the wrong order, you will actually get them wrong. The second problem that I found is really popular is a test of grammar. The words you use to complete the text must fit grammatically. Look at this simple example. Here's a tip to completing this task. Even if you can't predict the correct word form, before you read, you must check afterwards that it actually makes sense in the sentence. So sometimes rereading your whole exercise once you've completed it will make you change a couple things. So that's a really good thing. Another area that I want you to have a look at is recognizing synonyms. A major problem with a lot of my students is that the words used in the text you have to complete will not exactly match the words from the passage. This means that you need to read for meaning and simply look for the same words in the passage. So there is no point looking for the word pet, as the word in the passage might be domesticated. A suggestion technique for trying to fix this type of problem, if you have it, is read the instructions very carefully. Check how many words you can use. Read the summary, table, sentences to see what general information you're looking for. Ignore any specific words. Think about meaning. Skim the text quickly to find the paragraphs you need to read more carefully. It's a good idea to concentrate the first and last questions, as they will tell you how much of the text you need to read. Look back at each question one by one and look for what specific information you need. If you can, try and decide if you're looking for nouns, prepositions, verbs, or adjectives. Find the sentence in the passage that you think most clearly matches the question. Check carefully that what you have written fits grammatically and actually makes sense as well. And the last thing that goes with this section is, I cannot express it enough, spell words correctly. You must transfer exactly what you see onto your answer sheet.